Welcome to Easy English Talks podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Podcast. I'm Tom, your host for today. If you're joining us for the first time, I'd like to mention that we post practical English learning videos daily to support your journey toward greater confidence and fluency. In today's session, you will enhance not just your listening skills, but also your speaking and communication abilities. This lesson is a complete B1, B2 masterclass on everyday English conversations, designed to help you speak naturally, comprehend authentic dialogue, and confidently use advanced vocabulary and expressions. Throughout this video, we will explore common scenarios, practical conversational patterns, natural phrases, and advanced language you can apply in cafes, workplaces, shops, phone calls, social interactions, and countless other daily moments. You'll listen, repeat, practice, and build real fluency step by step alongside me. By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to express yourself more clearly, confidently, and at a higher level in English. You'll learn essential daily phrases, advanced expressions native speakers use, and practice them in realistic conversation examples, all aimed at helping you think and respond more quickly in English. Before we start, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon if you want more impactful and useful English lessons like this one. So, take a deep breath, relax, and get ready to speak English with me. Let's begin. As we embark on this lesson together, I'd like you to picture yourself stepping into a typical day, but this time you're experiencing it entirely in English. You wake up, prepare for the day, interact with people, solve problems, make decisions, and communicate in various situations. The goal of this masterclass is to train your mind to think in English during these moments, recognize natural phrases, and help you feel self-assured when speaking.
Let's start with something foundational and warm, the way we begin almost every conversation. How to greet someone naturally and confidently at a B1, B2 level. You're already familiar with phrases like hello and how are you. Now, let's make them sound more natural and polished, the way native speakers use them daily. In casual settings, you can say, "Hey, good to see you," or "Hi, how's your day going so far?" These sound relaxed, modern, and friendly. In more formal environments, like workplaces, you might say, "Good morning, how have you been?" Or, "Good afternoon, I hope everything's going well." These greetings are professional, yet still warm and natural. As you listen, I encourage you to softly repeat these phrases after me, either aloud or in your mind. Repetition helps your mouth, tongue, and voice become comfortable with authentic English rhythm. Now, imagine meeting someone you haven't seen in a while. Instead of the standard, "How are you?" you could say, "It's been a while. How have things been?" This instantly sounds more personal and advanced. Another common natural expression is, "What have you been up to lately?" Native speakers use this all the time in informal chats. Practice saying it in your mind right now. What have you been up to lately? Let the words flow smoothly from one to the next. When you master the rhythm, you'll sound more confident. Remember, fluency isn't about speed, it's about smoothness. Next, let's move to one of the most important parts of daily conversation, talking about your day. When someone asks, "How's your day going?" you can certainly give a simple answer, but today we're practicing more natural B1, B2 responses. You might say, "It's been pretty good so far." "It started off a bit stressful, but it's getting better." "It's been a busy day, but I'm managing." These replies reflect real communication, not just textbook English. If your day is challenging, "It's been a long morning, but I'm trying to stay positive."
If it's relaxing, it's been a quiet day and I'm enjoying the break. These sentences help you sound natural and expressive. Let's practice together. Imagine someone just asked, "How's your day going?" Take a slow breath and choose one of these phrases. Whisper it softly or say it out loud. "It's been pretty good so far." Again, "It's been a busy day, but I'm managing." Feel how the words connect. This is how you train your speaking muscles. Using phrases like these demonstrates the confidence and clarity essential for advanced communication. Let's continue walking through your day. Suppose a friend or colleague asks how you spent your morning. Instead of basic descriptions, use richer vocabulary. "I had a productive morning." "I got a lot of things done." "I spent the morning catching up on some important tasks." If your morning was slow, "I took my time getting ready today." "I had a slow start, but I'm feeling more energized now." Let's do a quick practice. Think about your morning today. Choose one thing you did and describe it in a more advanced way. For example,
Practice saying it in your mind right now. What have you been up to lately? Let the words flow smoothly from one to the next. When you master the rhythm, you'll sound more confident. Remember, fluency isn't about speed, it's about smoothness. Next, let's move to one of the most important parts of daily conversation, talking about your day. When someone asks, "How's your day going?" you can certainly give a simple answer, but today we're practicing more natural B1, B2 responses. You might say, "It's been pretty good so far," or "It started off a bit stressful, but it's getting better." "It's been a busy day, but I'm managing." These replies reflect real communication, not just textbook English. If your day is challenging, "It's been a long morning, but I'm trying to stay positive." If it's relaxing, "It's been a quiet day, and I'm enjoying the break." These sentences help you sound natural and expressive. Let's practice together. Imagine someone just asked, "How's your day going?" Take a slow breath and choose one of these phrases. Whisper it softly or say it out loud. "It's been pretty good so far." Again, "It's been a busy day, but I'm managing." Feel how the words connect. This is how you train your speaking muscles. Using phrases like these demonstrates the confidence and clarity essential for advanced communication. Let's continue walking through your day. Suppose a friend or colleague asks how you spent your morning. Instead of basic descriptions, use richer vocabulary. "I had a productive morning." "I got a lot of things done." "I spent the morning catching up on some important tasks." If your morning was slow, "I took my time getting ready today." Or, "I had a slow start, but I'm feeling more energized now." Let's do a quick practice. Think about your morning today. Choose one thing you did and describe it in a more advanced way. For example,
next, let's tackle explaining a situation. Many learners struggle because they try to translate directly. Explaining can be simple if you know some advanced connectors like, "So basically, the thing is," "What happened was." These phrases introduce your explanation naturally. For example, "So basically, I was on my way to work when I realized I forgot my phone." "The thing is, I had a meeting scheduled, but I couldn't find the documents." Let's do a quick exercise. Think of a small recent problem. Now explain it using an advanced connector. "What happened was I missed the bus because I left the house a bit late." "The thing is, I wanted to go to the gym, but I didn't have enough time." Repeat your sentence slowly and feel how natural it sounds. We'll continue building more daily scenarios, advanced vocabulary, and speaking practice. This is just the beginning. Each step increases your confidence, clarity, and skill in English speaking and listening. As we continue exploring natural daily English, let's look at something people do every day, making small talk. At the B1, B2 level, small talk is a chance to sound more advanced and connect with others. Instead of just saying hi, you could say, "Busy day so far? It's been quite a morning, hasn't it?" To keep the conversation flowing, you could say, "How's everything on your side? Has your day been going smoothly?" Imagine walking into your office or classroom. Start a friendly chat with, "Hey, how's your morning going so far? Good to see you. How's your week been treating you?" When they respond, show active listening with phrases like, "I can imagine. That makes sense. I totally understand." Let's practice. If someone says, "My morning has been really busy," you could respond, "I can imagine. It's been a bit hectic for me as well." If someone says, "I didn't sleep well last night," you might say, "I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the rest of your day is better." Repeat these slowly. The goal is to make them part of your speaking toolkit, ready to use without hesitation.
Now, a crucial area: making requests politely. English often uses softening expressions. At B1, B2, be comfortable with "could you?" "Would you mind?" "Do you think you could?" "Is it possible to?" For example, instead of "give me the report," try "could you send me the report when you have a moment?" Instead of "close the window," try "would you mind closing the window? It's a bit cold in here." Let's practice. Think of a simple request and make it polite. To ask for help: "Do you think you could help me with this?" To ask for an explanation: "Could you explain that again, just a bit more slowly?" To ask someone to wait: "Would you mind waiting for just a moment?" Practice these with a soft, steady rhythm. Now, let's look at offering help naturally. "Do you need a hand?" "Would you like me to take care of that?" "I can help you with that if you like." If they accept: "No problem at all." "Sure, I'd be happy to." "Let me take care of it." Let's practice offering help. Imagine someone with heavy bags. "Do you need a hand with that?" Imagine someone looks confused. "Would you like me to explain it?" Repeat these slowly. Good English is built through calm repetition. Next, giving reasons clearly. Use connectors like "the reason is," "it's because," "what happened was," "I decided to because." For example, "The reason I was late is that traffic was really heavy this morning." "I decided to change my plans because I needed some extra rest." Let's practice. Choose a small decision from your day and explain it. "The reason I skipped breakfast is that I was running late." "I decided to walk instead of taking the bus because the weather was nice." Repeat your sentence slowly. Feel the natural flow. Now, describing how you feel. Move beyond good or bad. Instead of "I'm good," try "I'm feeling pretty upbeat today," or "I'm in a really positive mood." Instead of "I'm tired," try "I'm feeling a bit drained," or "I'm running low on energy." If you feel stressed, "I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. I've got a lot on my plate right now." Let's practice. Think about how you feel now. Choose an expression and say it softly. "I'm feeling really focused." "I'm a bit overwhelmed today." "I'm in a calm mood." Practicing emotional vocabulary makes you more fluent and expressive. As you continue learning, let's explore talking about plans, making, changing, or canceling them. How you express this affects how confident you sound. Instead of "I have plans," try "I've already got something scheduled." "I've made some arrangements." "I'm planning to spend the evening at home." To invite someone: "Would you like to grab a coffee later?" "Are you free to meet up this evening?" If you need to decline politely: "I'd love to, but I've already got something planned. I really appreciate the invite, but I won't be able to make it today. Thanks for thinking of me, but I'm tied up at that time." Let's practice. If a friend asks,
Do you want to meet for lunch later? You could say, I'd love to, but I'm a bit busy this afternoon. Maybe we can try another day. If someone asks, are you free tomorrow evening? You might say, what did you have in mind? Or, I might be, let me check and get back to you. Another key skill is giving suggestions. Use phrases like, maybe you could try, have you considered? One option might be, for example, if someone is stressed, maybe you could take a short break. Have you considered going for a walk? It might help you relax. If there's a work problem, one option might be to talk to your manager. Let's practice. Think of a problem like feeling overwhelmed with work. Offer a suggestion. Maybe you could break your tasks into smaller steps. Have you considered asking for help with that project? Repeat your sentence slowly. Good communication is clear and empathetic. Now, expressing preferences. Instead of I like it, use I prefer, I tend to, I usually go for, I'm more into. For example, I prefer staying at home in the evenings. I usually go for something light for lunch. I'm more into outdoor activities on weekends. Let's practice. If asked about movies, I tend to enjoy adventure movies. I'm more into dramas and mystery films. If asked about free time,
I usually go for a quiet walk. I prefer relaxing with a good book. I usually start my day around 7. I like to start my morning with a cup of coffee. I normally finish work around 5. My workday usually wraps up in the late afternoon. I usually start my day with a quick stretch. I often spend my mornings working on important tasks. I normally take a short break in the afternoon to reset my mind. I usually start my day with a quick stretch. I often spend my mornings working on important tasks. I normally take a short break in the afternoon to reset my mind. Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't catch that. Could you say it again? Could you speak a little more slowly? What I meant was, let me explain it another way. Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear. Sorry, I didn't catch that question.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it? If you're misunderstood, what I meant was that I'll be available later in the evening. Practice slowly, expressing agreement and disagreement. To agree strongly, absolutely. I agree with you. I think you're right. To disagree politely, I see your point, but I understand what you mean, but I have a different view. That's an interesting perspective, but I'm not sure I completely agree. Let's practice. If someone says working from home is better, you could agree, I agree with you. It gives more flexibility. Or disagree politely, I see your point, but I find it easier to focus in the office. Repeat slowly. These phrases make conversations balanced and mature. As we continue, let's focus on describing experiences. Avoid short answers like, it was good. Try, it was a really refreshing experience. It turned out better than I expected. It was quite enjoyable, actually. For a difficult experience, it was a bit challenging. It didn't go the way I hoped. It was a tough situation, but I learned something from it. Let's practice. Think of a recent activity. Describe it in detail. It was a relaxing way to spend my time. It was surprisingly interesting. It wasn't exactly what I expected, but I learned something new. Repeat softly, expressing certainty and uncertainty. For certainty, I'm completely certain.
I'm positive about that. There's no doubt in my mind. For uncertainty, I'm not entirely sure. I'm a bit unsure about that. I'm still trying to figure it out. Let's practice. For an uncertain plan, I'm not entirely sure yet. I need a little more time to decide. For a strong belief, I'm completely certain that it's the right choice. Repeat these sentences.
Using natural fillers and hesitation phrases. Well, you know. Actually, let me think. Honestly. To be honest, for example. Well, I'm not really sure. Honestly, I need a moment to think. Let's practice. For a difficult question. Well, let me think about that. Actually, that's a good question. For an honest opinion. To be honest, I think you should take your time with that decision. Practice softly, showing appreciation. Beyond, thank you, I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Thanks. That was very kind of you. Thank you for taking the time to help me. In response to thanks, no problem at all. Anytime. I'm happy to help. Let's practice. Thanks, someone. I really appreciate your help. That was very kind of you. Thank you. Respond to thanks. No problem at all. Anytime. Describing problems and offering solutions. For a problem, I ran into a small issue. I've been facing a bit of a challenge. Something unexpected came up. Offering solutions. One thing we could try is, maybe a better approach would be. A possible solution might be, let's practice. Describe a small problem. I ran into a slight delay on my way. I've been having a bit of trouble with my schedule today. Offer a solution. One possible solution might be to start a little earlier tomorrow. Maybe we could rearrange the schedule to make it easier. Repeat slowly. Talking about goals. One of my main goals is to improve my English fluency. I'm working on becoming more confident when speaking. I'm hoping to expand my vocabulary this year. 4 long-term goals. In the future, I'd like to develop better communication skills. I'm planning to work on my pronunciation to sound more natural. Let's practice. State an English goal. One of my main goals is to communicate more confidently. I'm working on improving my listening comprehension. Repeat softly, expressing hopes and expectations. For hopes, I'm really hoping things go well. I'm looking forward to a positive outcome. I hope everything works out for the best. For expectations, I'm expecting it to be a productive day. I'm hoping it will turn out better than before. Let's practice. Express a hope. I'm really hoping everything goes well. I'm looking forward to a successful outcome. Repeat slowly. Let's explore talking about past events naturally. Instead of, I went to the store, try. I ended up going to the store to pick up a few things. I stopped by the store on my way home. For something unexpected, something funny happened earlier. I had an interesting experience today. Let's practice. Describe a past event in detail. I happened to run into my friend while I was out. I ended up meeting my friend unexpectedly. Repeat your sentence, talking about past habits. I used to, but not anymore. I would often. Back then, I usually. For example, I used to wake up early, but now my schedule is different. Back then, I usually spent my weekends studying. Let's practice. Describe a past habit. I used to drink a lot of coffee, but now I'm trying to cut back. Back then, I usually stayed up late working on assignments. Repeat slowly. Describing people. Move beyond nice or good, she's really warm and friendly. She has a very positive energy. He's incredibly supportive. He always goes out of his way to help others. Let's practice. Describe someone you admire. She's incredibly thoughtful and always pays attention to the little things. He's the kind of person who makes everyone feel comfortable. Repeat slowly, describing places. Instead of it's beautiful, try. It has a really peaceful atmosphere. It's a lively place with a lot of energy. It's quiet, cozy, and perfect for relaxing. Let's practice. Describe a recent place. It had a cozy atmosphere that made me feel relaxed. It's a vibrant place full of activity. It's peaceful and surrounded by nature. Repeat your sentence, talking about time naturally. Instead of I will go later, try I'll go in a little while. I'll head out sometime this afternoon. For the past, I got it done yesterday evening. I managed to finish it last night. For the future, I'm planning to get it done tomorrow. I should be able to finish it by tomorrow. Let's practice. State a plan. I'm planning to work on it tomorrow. I should be able to finish it by the end of the day. Repeat slowly, explaining reasons in detail. Use connectors like since, as, due to. The main reason is, for example, I decided to stay home since the weather wasn't great. The main reason I chose this is that it's more convenient. Let's practice. Explain a recent decision. I chose to stay in tonight since I need some rest. The main reason I changed my plans is that I had too much work to finish. Repeat slowly, talking about possibilities. Instead of maybe, try. It's possible that. There's a chance that I might. For example, there's a chance that I'll go out later. It's possible that I'll take a break this afternoon. Let's practice. Express a possibility. There's a chance that I'll do it. It's possible that I'll work on it later. Repeat slowly and smoothly, expressing likes and dislikes politely. For dislikes, it's not really my thing. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't enjoy it very much. For likes, I really enjoy this. I'm a big fan of this. This is something I appreciate a lot. Let's practice. State a like. I really enjoy this. I'm a big fan of this. State a dislike politely. It's not really my thing. I'm not a big fan of it. Repeat slowly. Let's discuss expectations versus reality. Instead of I expected it, try I was hoping it would turn out better. I thought it would be a lot easier. I didn't expect things to go this way. For reality. But it ended up being more difficult than I imagined. But it turned out really well in the end. But things didn't go according to plan. Let's practice. Share an expectation versus reality. I was expecting it to be simple, but it ended up taking much longer. I thought it would be stressful, but it turned out surprisingly smooth. Repeat gently, handling suggestions, to accept. That sounds like a good idea. I'll give that a try. I think that could really help. To decline politely. That's a good point, but I don't think it's the right option for me right now. I appreciate the suggestion, but I might try something else. I understand your idea, but I have a different approach in mind. Let's practice. Respond to a suggestion to take a break. That sounds like a good idea. I should take a moment to relax. Politely decline a suggestion. I appreciate the suggestion, but I think I'll handle it differently. Repeat each sentence, talking about responsibilities. Instead of I have work, try I've got a lot on my plate right now. I have a few tasks I need to take care of. I'm currently working on a few important things. When finished, I managed to get it done. I wrapped it up earlier today. I completed it just in time. Let's practice. Describe a current task. I have a few things I need to take care of. I'm working on a couple of tasks right now. Describe a completed task. I managed to get it done. I wrapped it up earlier. Repeat slowly, expressing frequency. Use phrases like I tend to, I usually, I hardly ever, I occasionally. For example, I tend to drink tea in the evenings. I rarely stay up late these days. Let's practice. Describe a regular action. I usually start my morning with some music. I tend to check my messages before breakfast. Describe a rare action. I hardly ever eat fast food. I rarely stay up past midnight. Repeat softly, describing weather and its effect. Instead of it's hot, try it's warmer than usual today. It's quite chilly this morning. The weather has been unpredictable lately. Its effect, The heat made it hard to focus. The rain slowed everything down. The cool breeze made the morning feel refreshing. Let's practice. Describe today's weather. It's been a bit cooler than usual. The sunlight made the morning feel bright and energetic. At its effect, it helped me feel more awake. It made the day feel slower. Repeat slowly, showing empathy for struggles. I'm sorry you're going through that. That sounds really tough. I can understand why you feel that way. For good news. That's wonderful news. I'm really happy for you. You must feel proud of yourself. Let's practice. Respond to a difficult day. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. I hope things get better soon. Respond to good news. That's amazing. You must be really pleased. Repeat gently, asking for clarification. Could you explain that in another way? Do you mind giving me a bit more detail? I just want to make sure I'm understanding correctly. Let's practice. Respond to something unclear. Could you explain that a little more clearly? Can you give me an example? Repeat slowly, describing intentions instead of I want to, try. I'm thinking of doing, I'm planning to, I'm considering, for example. I'm thinking of taking a short break. I'm planning to try a new hobby. Let's practice. State an intention. I'm considering taking a day off. I'm planning to reorganize my schedule. Repeat slowly. Let's explore giving advice in a helpful, natural way. Instead of you should, try. If I were you, I would consider, you might want to try, one thing that could help is in formal settings. It might be a good idea to, perhaps you could look into, let's practice. Advise a stressed friend. One thing that might help is breaking the tasks into smaller steps. If I were you, I'd take a short break to clear my mind. Advise someone unsure. You might want to give it a try. It could be a good experience. Repeat softly, asking for advice. Do you have any suggestions? What would you recommend? I'd appreciate your advice on this. Formally, I'd value your opinion on this matter. Could you give me some guidance? Let's practice. Ask for advice on a decision. Do you have any suggestions? What would you recommend in this situation? Repeat slowly, expressing doubt or hesitation. I'm not completely sure about that. I'm still thinking it over. I'm a bit uncertain at the moment. I need a little more time to think about it. Let me take a moment to consider that. Let's practice. Respond to a quick decision request. I'm still thinking it over. I'm a bit unsure right now. Repeat softly, describing emotions and reactions in detail. Instead of, I was happy, try. I felt really uplifted. It made my day brighter. I was pleasantly surprised. Instead of, I was sad, try. I felt a bit down. It was a tough moment for me. I felt emotionally drained. Let's practice. Describe a positive moment. It really lifted my spirits. It made me feel genuinely happy. Describe a challenging moment. It was emotionally exhausting. I felt overwhelmed for a while. Repeat slowly, describing cause and effect. Instead of, I was late because of traffic, try. The heavy traffic caused a delay. Traffic slowed me down, so I arrived later than expected. Instead of, I was tired because I worked a lot, try. Working long hours left me feeling exhausted. The long day took a lot of energy out of me. Let's practice. Describe a cause and effect. The noise made it hard to concentrate. The pleasant weather helped me relax. Repeat slowly, offering compliments. Instead of, you look nice, try. You look wonderful today. That outfit really suits you. Your smile brightens the room. Instead of, good job, try. You handled that really well. You did a fantastic job with that. I'm impressed with the effort you put in. Let's practice. Compliment an accomplishment. You really did a great job on that. I'm proud of how hard you worked. Compliment someone's appearance. You look great today. Very confident and comfortable. Repeat slowly, describing interests and hobbies. Instead of, I like reading, Try. I enjoy reading in my free time. I'm really into books and learning. Reading helps me relax and disconnect. Instead of I like music, try. I'm a big fan of music. Listening to music helps me unwind. Let's practice. Describe an interest. I'm really into cooking these days. I enjoy spending time outdoors. It helps me feel refreshed. Repeat slowly, handling disagreements politely. Instead of you're wrong, try